Real talk. She's so cool and she rocks. DERLINE Pierre, name is DERLINE Pierre. Let's go. She's so cool and she rocks. She's so cool and she rocks. Real talk.
Hello everyone and welcome to Real Talk with DERLINE Pierre Louis. I am DERLINE Pierre Louis, and as always, I am always honored to have you in the audience listening to us or watching us, but most importantly, my guests. Tonight have I got a treat for you. When I come back, I'll tell you or reveal. Maybe I shouldn't. It's the holiday season. I'll be nice. When I come back, I'll tell you who my guest is tonight. We'll be right back.
Real talk. She's so cool and she rocks. DERLINE Pierre, name is DERLINE Pierre. Let's go. She's so cool and she rocks. She's so cool and she rocks. Real talk.
Welcome back to Real Talk with DERLINE Pierre Louis. I am DERLINE Pierre Louis. Tonight I have a special guest. I know I always say tonight because I don't know when you're tuned in. It's probably in the morning for you, in the afternoon. But for me, it's tonight. Why tonight? Because during the day I'm going crazy, and then at night I just relax and I take a chill pill. Well, tonight I'm chilling on Real Talk with none other than Lucky. Ooh, lucky, lucky, lucky. Am I lucky?
Yes, I feel lucky tonight
As you should.
in your company.
Oh, thank you. You're such a gentleman. We are on location at I-9. Yes, as you can see, we're not in the studio. You see how relaxed I am? Yes. We are on location at I-9 in Fort Lauderdale, and we are supporting local businesses in our community. Lucky, I thank you so much because I know it's holiday season, you're busy, you're performing everywhere. You're able to carve out a few hours to be here with us, so thank you very much. So introduce yourself. Tell our audience who you are and what do you do?
Well, my name is Pierre LeBlanc,
Pierre LeBlanc.
but everybody knows me as Lucky Pierre. And lately they've been calling me Strings
Strings.
because I have a musical duo with Eddie Martinez. We call it Strings and Steel.
Oh, nice.
Strings and Steel because he's a steel drum player.
And you're
Steel
strings.
drum player, and I'm the guitar player.
Okay.
So we
Great
call
combination.
it strings and
steels.
steel. So I call him Steel. He called me
Strings.
Strings. So and it's sticking. People start
Hey.
calling us that. So
As long as they remember you.
yeah, they remember me.
Yes, that's important.
But most people know me as Lucky Pierre.
Okay. And why do they know you as Lucky Pierre?
Well, it's a story that goes way back.
Oh Lord, do we
Way,
have all
way,
night? Summarize it for us, Lucky. What do you do that people got you by that name?
When I was a very young man in the United States Air Force, when I was in the Air Force, I was very busy playing music. That's when I met a lot of, jazz musicians. That's why I got into jazz music and stuff like that.
Okay.
And the guys, they used to tease me. They used to call me the French tickler.
The French tickler.
The French
Okay.
tickler. And then they say, Lucky Pierre, Lucky Pierre.
So that's the name.
And then years later, that name just stick.
So is that your performance name?
And then,
Did you use that?
And then it became my stage name.
Yes, nice.
I adopted it as my stage name back in 1989.
Okay.
And then everybody knows me as Lucky Pierre.
So you're no kid to the music industry. You've been doing this most of your life. Would we say in your mother's womb you were doing this? You're kicking her and playing the instrument?
Probably. Probably I would have to answer that question.
Yeah, you need to ask her that question.
I have to answer. Let me tell you a story today.
Okay.
Today, I was downtown with my good friend Papa Loco, the genius.
Okay.
He's an artist,
Okay.
a very world-renowned artist.
Nice.
His work is just incredible. So he called on me today to help him. You know, I went to do a shoot for him, shoot his art gallery. And he recently had an artist in his art gallery, this Canadian woman. Her name is LeBlanc.
Oh.
So I said, Papa Loco, how come you have an artist? Her name is LeBlanc. and then you know my name is LeBlanc. And then I don't find out until after the facts. He's like,
He didn't make the connection.
man, you know, I don't know you as LeBlanc, I know as Lucky Pierre.
See, that's the thing. Oh my God. Wow.
See, I don't know you as LeBlanc. I mean, you know, I know you are Pierre LeBlanc, but that just
It
didn't
didn't
ring.
connect. It didn't connect. He
didn't
knew you
connect.
as Lucky Pierre.
So that's how far Lucky Pierre go
Well,
back.
it's not
and
too
it
late
sticks.
for you to connect with LeBlanc.
Yeah. But some people still call me LeBlanc. Yeah. For instance, I have a friend who have a show in New York, Billy's Gallery. Is one of the best radio show on Facebook. You know, he's on every Friday and Saturday,
Okay.
and he plays my music extensively.
Oh, nice.
And he very seldom called me by my
Lucky-
stage
yeah,
name.
because he calls
He's
you
always
LeBlanc.
LeBlanc.
Okay.
Pierre LeBlanc, yeah.
So
yeah.
you're going to have people that are going to associate the different names because that's what makes them feel comfortable. So you're going to
Yeah.
have Lucky Pierre, you're going to have LeBlanc, and then you're going to have, what does the friends and the close family members call you?
My sister called me Pierrot.
Because I love to ask those questions. So your sister calls you
My
Pierrot.
sister called me Pierrot, yeah.
Do you know where
Yeah.
that name came from?
Well, from when I was a child.
Okay.
That's what my mother used to call me.
That's interesting.
My high school friends called me Peter.
Peter. Oh, because of Pierre?
Yes.
Yes, Peter. It's
My high
converted into
school
Peter.
friends, you know, if you see somebody call me Peter,
You know they were in
you
high
know
school.
you know somebody way back.
That's so cool you say that because I have like little nicknames. Like my dad had a nickname for me, my mom had a nickname for me. So people who grew up around the time that my dad was around, if they run into me and they call me by that name, I know the association where it came from. So it's cool that you have Lucky Pierre, LeBlanc, Pierrot, and Peter.
Yes.
So you have a lot of AKAs.
Yes, a lot of AK. Now string.
Now you're string and steel.
Now strings and
Okay.
steel, yeah.
That's so cool. So music, you said you started in the Army, that's where you playing music, but that's not where you originally started.
No, I started in the high school in New York.
Okay.
I started in high school in New York.
Were you in the band?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we were a group of very popular guys. We had a band called Pachacombo.
Pachu?
Pachacombo.
Pachucombo. Okay.
Pachacombo.
So I'm surprised nobody's calling you that.
Yeah, we had a band called Pachacombo, and you know, that's when, you know, we were all 16, 17 years old, and we were the most popular bunch of young men in Queens, New York.
Okay.
And we didn't do much about music,
But you're having fun.
But we were having so much fun, and we were so popular.
Yes.
And we were incredibly popular. And the high school band became a college band. We played all the colleges in New York
Nice.
and everything. And we had all the girls.
I was waiting for that. I was waiting.
We had all the, and we didn't play for money.
You played for
anything.
fun.
We played for fun. And the guys that were like a generation ahead of us, like 10, 12 years ahead of us, you know, Les Chleux, Skasha, Tabogombo, they used to invite Pachacombo to open up.
Nice.
In a lot of their big gigs because they know once Patrick
You're popular, you're going to bring the crowd.
You're going to bring the crowd.
Yeah, you're popular, you're going to bring the
We're going to
crowd.
bring the crowd.
So that was a great honor and respect to give you that opportunity, because I know in comedy, a lot of times they'll bring a young comedian in to open the show. But they had an ulterior motive, but you didn't care because you got to be on stage.
We didn't care. We didn't care. All we wanted to do is they'll give her a half hour, 45 minutes,
Oh, nice.
to play in the middle,
Yeah.
Sometimes we get to open, but most of the time we'll play in the middle.
So the break, when they take their break.
Take
Okay.
their break. But they start their stuff, and our fans, they came for us.
Yeah, of course. They'll wait for the first half, and then they know you guys at the break are going to come on.
They came for us,
So
yeah.
do you have any musicians in your family? I mean, how did you pick up playing the strings?
I don't have musicians in my family.
That you know of?
That I know of. In Haiti, when I was a boy in Haiti, I lived in a neighborhood that had a lot of musicians in the neighborhood. All the guys, they were older than me, and they all played guitar and bass, and they had band. They had band. I remember Maestro Louis Chancy of Scratcha.
Okay.
In Carrefour, they had a band called Les Consuls.
Okay.
Les Consuls, and all these guys, I used to be around these older guys.
Yeah, so you're exposed.
And I loved it.
Yes.
And I loved it. And then when I migrated to New York, I had the opportunity. And then, I met one of my friends in Haiti. That was a funny story. When I met him in New York.
Okay.
I gotta tell this funny. I just moved to New York. So me and a couple of my nieces, so we take a walk to the park. And then I'm walking to the park, and I hear in the distance, "Haïtien."
Now, that could have been anybody, so why did you think it was you?
"Haïtien."
You recognize the
But I
voice?
heard
Yes.
the voice. I turn around, sure enough, it's Tony Holly.
Oh my God.
Tony Holly, whom I knew
In Haiti.
in Haiti.
That's so cool.
And then we connected right there, and he was staying at his cousin's house with Germain, and then we became inseparable.
Nice.
We with Germain, Patrick Marcel, Axel Marcel, Richard Carrier.
Oh my goodness.
We were inseparable. We became inseparable. We started practicing in Fitz Germain's basement. And
Oh
then,
Lord, that poor lady.
And then after that, the band moved to my basement.
Okay,
My
your poor
sister-
parents.
My sister,
Oh, your
my
sister's
sister's
basement.
basement.
She had earmuffs on.
Yeah, my sister's basement. As a matter of fact, recently in January, my brother-in-law passed, and that's one of the remarks I made at the funeral. I said, as an adult now, I've come to appreciate how much they supported what I did, because we were in the basement,
Yes.
and the bedroom was right
above.
above.
That's what I said. Did she have earmuffs?
Right above, and there were our bedroom. It was a two-story house, but their bedroom was above.
Right above the basement.
And then it was like almost every day.
Wow.
It was almost every day, every chance we get.
They didn't complain. They didn't kick you guys out. That is kudos. I'm glad you made that remark. That's
So
love.
I was like, my sister Louisa and my brother-in-law Papi Gege. I mean, it's incredible.
Yeah.
They supported me, and they supported all the noise.
Yes, because they know that you guys were passionate. And you know what else too, I think? They know where you guys were.
Exactly.
They tolerated the noise because they know where you guys were.
Exactly. Because sure enough, that's where they'll find us. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that is a great story. I love to hear how people get into their careers, how people get into their gift. Because I am a big believer that everybody has talent and everybody has gifts. But many times I'll meet people and they say, oh, I don't have any talents, I don't have any gifts. You don't have to be a superstar artist. You don't have to be the best dancer, but maybe you're a good listener. Maybe you are empathic. Maybe you can go and help somebody who's in need. A lot of times people don't realize caretakers. Sometimes you go there and you just sit there and be there for that person.
Yes, exactly.
That is big.
Yes, that's very big.
Sometimes when somebody's grieving or they have a loss or their baby's in the hospital, they're sick, they want somebody to come and just clean their house for them. Or, you know, just make a meal for them.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a gift.
Exactly, yeah.
So figure out what your gift is and use it. So I would like you to look into your camera and tell the families that have supported and tolerated all the young men and women who started their bands in the basements.
Yes.
Who were practicing. Thank you.
Thank you, all the moms and dad and sisters
and brother-in-laws
and brothers and
in-laws
and
and
in-laws
grandparents.
and grandparents for.
And what about the neighbors?
Well,
I guess the house is insulated. They don't really hear.
yeah, you know, we had no space between the houses, and then we weren't that loud in the basement. We didn't have great equipment or anything.
So you didn't have like amplifiers.
Yeah, we had little amplifiers, you know,
but it wasn't that big.
But they weren't that big. We weren't rattling the walls, you know.
So my two sons played basketball at school, and they played travel basketball. And they got to a point where they became very competitive and they wanted to work on their craft. At 4 o'clock in the morning, they would be on our street dribbling the ball. My next door neighbor, because I lived like at the end, so they had like half the corner come up to the house. Maybe they get right to my neighbor's house, but he used to go to work at like 4 o'clock in the morning. So he's like, Miss Darlene, I'm so glad to see these boys successful. Because I remember hearing those balls dribbling. I said, I'm so sorry.
And then you can hear beam, beam, beam.
Yes,
beam.
and they would do 2 balls, you know, double dribble, you know? So parents, aunties, uncles, sister-in-laws, brother-in-laws, everybody who has a teen or who has a student or who has friends who you allow and invite to come over to your house and let them practice their craft, we thank you. On behalf of all the earmuffs that could have been sold and all the earplugs, we thank you.
And the positive thing about it, you know where they are.
Oh, that's my thing.
You brought that up, and for sure, that's probably one of the reasons they tolerated us.
Yeah, that was my thing. When after practice, I'm tired, the boys would want to come over to my house. I'm like, good, because I know where my two are. And I would make sure they call their parents to let them know.
Right.
But you know what, Lucky? We're going to take a quick break.
Yes.
And we're going to come back and we're going to dive into your performance. Are you still performing? What your schedules are and all that stuff, okay?
Right. Okay.
So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for tuning in and listening to Real Talk with Darlene Pierre Louis. My guest is none other than Lucky Pierre, Peter, let me see if I can remember all the names. Pierre. Le Walk. Oh, there's a little walk. Pierre Le Walk.
Pierre LeBlanc.
Pierre LeBlanc. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm adding names to you.
Yeah.
We'll be right back and we're going to dive in and get to know a little bit more about Lucky Pierre.
Real talk. She's so cool. And she rocks. Italian Piere. Name is Italian Piere. Let's go. She's so cool. And she rocks. She's so cool. And she rocks. Real talk.
Welcome back to Real Talk with Darlene Pierre Louis. I am Darlene Pierre Louis. We thank you so much for your support. We thank you for listening to us on the various radio stations that we're streaming on. And we thank you very much for tuning in to 4Jasper TV and watching us. We thank you for your feedback. So tonight, I have the privilege and the honor to speak with the Lucky Pierre, AKA so many other names. But we're going to dive in. Lucky, thank you for making time and being here with us. So now we want to know how we can support you. Where are you going to be at? What is your schedule? Talk to us, Lucky.
Well, the the big event that everybody's been waiting on. Strings and Steel, we have a fan base.
Okay.
We have a fan base, and we have special parties for these fans, but 4 times a year.
Nice.
4 times a year, and the next party is next Friday,
Okay.
December 29.
Okay.
Strings and Steel. The fan club is called the Broadway Divas and
The
Dons.
Broadway Divas.
And Dons of,
And Dons,
of
okay.
Strings and Steel.
I guess I didn't get the invite, so
The
what
Broadway-
are the standards? What are the requirements?
You are a diva. you are a diva, so you in.
Why, thank
You
you.
are in. The Broadway Divas and Dons of Strings and Steel will get together and have a blast
Nice.
next Friday.
The 29th.
The next Friday, the 29th. It's from 7 p.m. and it's in Margate. It's not too far.
Margate.
It's
Okay.
not
Do you
too
have
far
the
from
address?
here.
Do you have the name of
Yeah,
the place? Okay.
The place is called the Heathgate Sunflower Clubhouse.
Okay.
Is 8100 Northwest 70th Avenue. I know most people are not going to remember that, but you're going to remember the phone number.
Yes.
Call Rhonda, 786-344-2157. 786-344-2157. You can remember that number.
Yes, remember the number.
786-344-2157. It's going to be a sellout event. There's only a few more tickets left.
Oh, wow.
So if you're interested,
Give Rhonda a call.
I suggest you make a call tonight or tomorrow. at
Yes.
the
So
late-
what's the number again?
786-344-2157.
And it's going to take place on the 29th, which is Friday, the 29th.
Next Friday.
The last event for the year.
The Strings and Steel event for the year.
Okay.
Yeah. Strings and Steel event for the year. And people are just waiting for this event because every time we have one, it's better than the last one.
Of course, you get better.
Every time we have one, it's better than the last one.
Of course.
And we have a group of faithful that are just going to be present
Nice.
to have a good time. And you know, the people, you know, it's not expensive. You know, you get served dinner and dessert, and we have cash bar. It's only $45. And the group of people, they all know each other and they come to have a good time.
Yeah.
They come to have a good time, and we play the music for them, and they enjoy it. And
You
we have
entertain them.
yeah.
They support you. They probably sing along with some of your songs.
Yes, they do.
Because they probably know other words because they're fans.
Yes, they do.
Okay.
Yes, they do.
And I
yes.
know as an artist that makes you feel good.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's what we live for.
Exactly. You didn't sit there and come up with the lyrics and put the tunes together and the beats and I don't know what all the musical terms are. What is it? The genre, the beat, the tone, the tune. It's a lot of work.
All of the above.
It's a lot of work.
All
And
of
then
the
when you
above.
see that when you're on stage, I've seen performers where there's a part they just don't say anything. They put the mic out and the
Right.
fan is singing.
Right.
I love that. And I know you enjoy that.
Music is a very unique art. There's a direct connection
Yes.
between the artist and the audience.
audience.
And that electricity, you know, it flows. And only a musician can understand the feeling. You know, when you're on the stage and you're delivering
Yes.
a performance
Yes.
and you're getting some good feedback.
Yes.
You're
Yes.
getting some good feedback. It's priceless.
It's electrifying.
Electrifying. It's priceless.
It's priceless. You hear that, fans? He appreciates your participation. He appreciates you singing back to him. So it's not a one-way street. It's a dialogue. It's a communication. So when they put out the microphone or they just pause, they want to hear you finish the lyrics.
Yes.
It's like there's a game I think like that. Can you finish the lyrics or something
Yeah,
like
there's a
that?
game like
So
that, yeah.
that's the vibe that I'm getting.
Yes.
So you've been playing music for years.
Yes. I stated, started in high school.
High school, yeah.
And never stopped.
It
And
never
never
stopped.
stopped. Even when I was, in the Air Force, I got hooked up in the Air Force musical program.
Yes.
Musical program. So it's a program that they put together. They call it Tops in Blues.
I think I've seen a video about that, the documentary. Yeah.
It was Star Search before they were Star Search.
Exactly. And then don't they compete? The Army compete with the Marines or something like that, or is it just their?
The way the Air Force did it, there were competition at the base.
Oh, just the base.
At the base level.
Okay.
From the base level, it goes to a higher level. You go at the command level.
Oh, okay.
The command, and then from the command level, you go to worldwide.
Oh my God.
You go to worldwide because the Air Force, they have
It's
different.
big. Yeah,
they
they're
have
all
different
over.
commands. They have tactical air command, military
Yes.
airlift commands, and different commands. Different. But once you reach the worldwide competition
You're
level,
top dog.
you get selected to tour.
Oh wow! So you guys are stars.
Oh yes, and during that time you don't wear military clothes; you wear civilian clothes.
Yeah.
And then you get paid a per diem, and then you get stayed in nice hotels, and then you perform different.
And then you have
Air
your
Force
fans.
Base.
You keep building those fans.
You perform at different bases, and your purpose is to boost the morale.
Of course.
Boost the morale of the troops and
Because
help.
a lot of people are dealing with a lot of stuff. Some of them have gone through war. They're missing limbs. They're missing eyes. They're missing all sorts of stuff. They're missing their family. They're lonely. So yeah, I love that.
And those performances also, a lot of civilians come see them on the base.
Okay.
It's a
You have to get a special pass, right?
Well, you get invitations from friends and families.
Yeah, I remember seeing a documentary.
Friends and families, you just don't walk on base.
Oh, I know, I know.
You get invitation from friends and family. It's a tool for recruitment,
Nice.
A tool for recruitment. So that was a major part of my life when I doing my military tour. And I got out. When I got out to pursue music and career music.
That's beautiful that you're able to do that.
Yeah.
And I failed to say thank you for serving.
Thank you.
I know a lot of people just throw that out there and only on Veterans Day, but every day.
I have to correct you with that.
Oh, okay.
I love to take road trips.
Okay.
When I take road trips and everything like that, I wear some military hat or some Air Force hat, everything. Everywhere I go, every store that I walk into, every restaurant that I walk into, there's one or two or three people
that'll say
who come take me for my services.
Yes. Well, what I meant by that is we have more an accentuation on it on Veterans Day. On that day, yeah. But if I met you like that, I wouldn't have known you served unless you had a hat or a jacket or something that showed me that.
Yes.
But yeah, I feel like music can heal. Just like they have therapy with horses, I believe that laughter and music, the whole art system, the poetry, the dance, I believe all the art, and that's why it bothered me when we took it out of the schools. And now they're slowly bringing it back, but through third-party organizations and so forth. So I am so grateful that you discovered this while you were growing up in Haiti, because you were around all these famous musicians.
Right.
And then you came to the United States, you went to a school that offered that, because if they had taken them out, you wouldn't have had that opportunity. Or maybe there'd be a community center that had that. And then you went to the Air Force and you were able to pursue that worldwide, and you took tours and you got to be very super popular.
What do we have tickets?
Oh, we have tickets? Okay. Well, let's do this.
All right. So somebody call. We have a couple of tickets for Strings and Steel event here.
Nice.
We have a couple of tickets for Strings and Steel.
So who are they calling, Mr. Daphnis? Are they calling Rhonda? Because we have the tickets.
We have the tickets. Call you on the.
Oh, they have to answer a question.
Answer a question.
Okay, so
right.
what's Rhonda's number? Let's give Rhonda's number again. Is that the 954 number?
786.
For the 786. So, ladies and gentlemen, drum roll please. Right here 2 tickets, authentic tickets. Okay, they're not copies. They're authentic tickets to Broadway Divas and Dons of Strings and Steel Holiday Fete 2023. Dress code is black and gold. It is going to be at the Heathgate Sunflower Clubhouse, located at 8100, that's 8100 Northwest 70th Avenue. And you need to call Miss Rhonda, and you need to answer questions. You need to have the right answers in order to get the tickets. And that number is 786-344-2157. 786-344-2157.
Now,
So-
the question.
What's the question?
The question, what are the different names?
That's what I was thinking. Oh my God, that's so funny. That's exactly what I was thinking.
You go ahead and formulate that question.
So here's the answer we need from you. The question is, what are the various names of Mr. Lucky Pierre? There's at least 5, I believe, that we mentioned.
There's a few.
There might be more.
There's a few.
But I believe we mentioned at least 5. So I'm sure Rhonda's going to be nice if they mention at least 3.
Yes.
She'll give you the tickets, okay? So the number to call is 786-344-2157. You need to call Rhonda and answer this question. What are the various names for Mr. Lucky Charles? So back to you, Lucky. I have been hearing about you for a while, so I had to go check you out and try to listen to some of your songs. And I have to say, it's very soothing.
Thank you.
Very relaxing. Like you said, how the energy flows between you, the artist, and the audience.
Right.
That we can feel that even listening through it on the radio or Shopify, YouTube, or the radio station, because it's genuine. It's real.
From the heart.
From the heart. And when you do it from the heart, it's going to be real all the time.
From the heart.
So we know you're performing, and it's going to be on Friday the 29th at 7 p.m. And there's going to be dinner, 7 p.m. and then I see the cash bar opens at 8.
No, dinner served at 8.
Oh, dinner is being served at 8. So the fee is $45 per person in advance. So for those of you who don't remember the various names for Lucky, you can call Rhonda still to buy your tickets, and they will be sold out because based on what I'm seeing and based on what I've heard, these Broadway divas and dons don't play it. So you need to call 786-344-2157 so that you can get your ticket for Friday, December 29th at 7 p.m. at the 8100 Northwest 70th Avenue in Tamarack, Florida. So Lucky, I'm lucky to be sitting here with you.
I'm lucky tonight. I'm lucky tonight because the enthusiasm. This is royalty.
You know how
royalty tonight.
You know how when you're in your element when you're on stage?
Yes.
Well, this is my stage.
This is your element. Yeah.
This is my element.
I can see that. I can see that. By the way, for the party, the dress code is black
and gold. Yes.
So the Broadway divas and done, they're gonna be looking good. So you come
Make
into the
sure you
party,
fit
make
in.
sure you fit in.
Okay. Thank you for plugging that in. It was an honor, and I know we'll have an opportunity to do this again, maybe live when you're performing somewhere.
Yes.
That would be nice.
Yes,
so we'll definitely
definitely.
check your schedule, and we'll check my schedule, and we'll make it happen. But I thank you so very much, and I like that you have these 4 events for your special fans. So, Strings and Steel.
Strings and steel, so that's what they call it. Oh, I'm not going to say that one.
No, we're not going to give them any clues.
No clues tonight. No more clues.
So Lucky
No more
Pierre.
clues. But another thing, there's a good possibility Strings and Steel maybe performing at this
location,
Venue
I-9.
here at I-9 in the
Yes,
very near future.
very near future, and we'll
It's a
definitely let you guys
lovely
know.
place.
It is a very beautiful place.
I'm impressed.
Yes, and I love that it's us owned.
Yes.
So I'm extremely impressed. I've been here several times. The service has been superb.
Yes.
So, Lucky, thank you very much again for making time and being here with me and having this little chit chat about your passion, who you are, and how you got into this industry.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for making me feel so welcome.
Oh.
Thank you for everything. And you enjoy the rest of the holidays. You know, take this opportunity to wish everybody a happy holidays and safe holiday.
Yes.
You know, and enjoy your family.
Yes. Be
Enjoy
grateful.
your friend. Be grateful for what you got.
Yes, be grateful. Yes,
Yeah.
you may not have achieved everything you wanted, everything you set as your goal in 2023, but be grateful for what you have accomplished and what you currently have. And through your gratefulness, you will get more. So you are watching Real Talk with DERLINE Pierre Louis. My guest was Lucky Pierre, stringing steels. We will be back in a couple of weeks to maybe do an on location again, or maybe in the studios. Have a great day on purpose.
Thank you.
Real talk. She's so cool, and she rocks DERLINE Piere.